Well, this is what I'm up to today. This is a metal Shelterlogic shed that I'm putting up. I'll show you the box. It's an auto shelter. I bought it off Amazon. And tell you the truth, Lowe's has it for a little bit cheaper. I didn't realize that. But it's a car shelter, metal with a nylon or something like that cover. And the reason I got it is I want a place to put all the mowers. Between my brother and me, we've got 2 riding mowers and 2 or 3 push mowers and weed eaters and stuff like that. And the gasoline that goes with them. I want to move everything out here, and that's going to free up a lot of room in my work shed. So I started putting this up today, I don't know, about noon. And it says that, good Lord, the swamp birds. It says that 2 guys can do it in 2 hours. And that's probably true, but I do almost everything by myself. And I haven't really been working fast. As you can see, I'm painting it as I go. Now, why am I doing that? Well, nothing against the Shelterlogic product, but invariably, everything I've ever put together out of metal, although it was pre-painted, I just didn't feel like the paint was real thick. And so, as I've been going, I've been painting the ends and painting the inside of the ends, and then I'll come back later before I put the cover on and I'll paint the whole thing. But I just want to give it some Rust-Oleum treatment, a little bit more help from rusting, because here in the Florida Panhandle we rust if we stand still. So this is just where I'm at. I'm going to try to get the end on tonight and then just stop for the night, and then tomorrow finish painting it if the weather holds, and look at getting it bolted down and putting the cover on. I hope before the Labor Day weekend's over to have it up and have the mowers moved over here. All right, it's the next day and we're back at it. I've put the bottom rails on, and I must say that the instruction manual is pretty darn good. They've spent the time and money to do some very nice diagrams. They've numbered every one of their parts, has a number. And without too much writing, matter of fact, I'm not sure there's much of any writing, they've done a good job telling you what to do. But I will tell you this. In addition to the manual, Auto Shelter has also put out YouTube videos. So I'm watching a couple of those last night, and they recommended some tips and tricks that kind of go against the manual. The manual tells you to put the cover on and then put these bottom rails in, because these bottom rails actually fit into sleeves on the cover, which is good. But the YouTube videos tell you to put it together first and get it squared. Then when you put the cover on, take these pieces off and run them through. More work, but you do a better job. And that's what I've decided to do. Another thing I've decided to do, since I'm running out of spray paint and I don't want to run to the store, is I'm only going to paint the joints and the connecting places. I look around at other metal things that I've built, and that's where the rust happens, is the connecting places. So that's where I'm going to do the extra Rust-Oleum. I don't really care what it looks like. It's going to be inside of a all-encompassing tint. Now, I'm not putting the ends on. This thing comes with ends. This would be a whole flat back end, and then this would be an end with a zippered door. I'm not using those. I want a pass-through area, because what I've got coming in here is 2 riding mowers and 2 or 3 push mowers and other odds and ends. And I want the 2 riding mowers to be able to come in from different sides. So no ends. So what I'm going to do, this thing came with 4 of these little straps. They're the screw-in hooks and strap thing. They call them they call them hurricane anchors, but that's a goofy word to use. But I've put those in, and they're a little standoff because I'm on a concrete floor. But because I want to do more as far as securing it. So I'm going to get some concrete anchors and anchor down these feet. Now let me talk about the fact that I am on a concrete floor. This over here where the greenhouse is was a small house. When I was growing up, some people lived there, and when my dad bought this property, he got the house, which was kind of in a defunct state, and Hurricane Ivan destroyed it. Well, the house came with a garage, a little one-car garage, and this is it. This is what's left of it. And haven't been using it except for to change my oil on. Didn't know until I started cleaning it off that the well had been right here. So this little corner is dirt because there was a electric pump and everything. So I don't have a actual square rectangle of concrete, and the concrete's broken and everything like that. The main thing I wanted was a place that I know is going to drain, and I know this does. It's not really much higher than the surrounding area. Matter of fact, it's probably a little lower than the I call this sailboat tree, because if you're one of my 5 faithful subscribers, you know that I hung a 25-foot sailboat in that tree one time to work on it. And if you don't believe me, go back and look at my videos. And over here, it does slope down some as it slopes toward the water. But there's not a real rain problem here, and that's one reason why I picked this. And also because it's a concrete slab that I can't do anything else with, really. Well, I apologize. Sometimes I get to work and I forget to make a video. Okay, let's catch up. I took some PVC pipe and secured it so that I held these ends at 10 feet apart. You're not supposed to do that. They don't ask you to do that. I just wanted to do that. And then I got a hammer drill. Good excuse to go buy a hammer drill. And put in some anchors, some concrete anchors. I got 3 in the middles, and then I got 2 on each side, and they went in nice and secure. So I feel like this is gonna be pretty secure. But in addition, on the ends, I have the tie-out anchors that it came with, although I went and bought some a little more hefty cable. And then I bought 2 more anchors, and I tied out the ends. Now these aren't super tight. They're tight enough. They're just supposed to help to hold it down. If a strong wind comes and gets up under this thing, I want it to hold down. So I really would like to get this done before the end of the day, so I got the wife out here to help me throw this thing up. And now here's where the work comes in, is, as I said earlier, I watched a video made by the same company that instead tells you to put these bottom rungs up and then come back after you get the cover on, take them off, weave them through the cover and put them back on. And I can see how that makes a better product, but it's a lot more work. Let me just tell you that right now. The manual told you to just leave them off, throw the cover over, and then put them on. But I think this is a better way to go. Now, as I said, I'm not putting the ends on. I'm going to hold on to them. And if we have a storm come, I'll probably put them on just so I have a closed thing. And understand something, because I know there's some people out there saying, well, you get a hurricane, this thing ain't going to stand. Well, you know, not every hurricane or tropical storm is a Cat 4 or Cat 5. We get tropical storms and Cat 1s that really you need to board up your windows, but that's about it. You know, you hunker down. And I'm hoping, and I don't know, but I'm hoping that this will be able to withstand something like that. Okay? So anyway, it's going up. Of course, as soon as I put this cover over, it got really hot really quick. But I'm going to try to go ahead and finish this bottom today. Don't think I'll get anything moved in here today. I'm just not going to kill myself to get the mowers in here, but I want to get this thing up so I can just walk away from it for the week. And maybe over the course of the week, I'll start putting the mowers in here.